Hello all, welcome back students. So let us now in this video see the solution of the second program which we actually assigned to you in previous week's assignment. Let us see what the program actually holds for us. Write Python code for creating a tuple T1 to input any 10 numbers from the user. So I will partition the program into maybe 2 or 3 phases. Let this be my first phase. I want to take input of 10 elements from the user and and all those elements will be inserted in the tuple. So let us take a tuple blank. Let us say for I in range I want 10 inputs. So let my, you can say, counter be 0 comma 10, and let us take the input from the user, k equal to input, enter number, and we will use the, you can say, the tuple technique to insert elements one by one in a tuple. The method is t equal to t plus k comma. Done. And I am very hopeful that this will be doing the and serving the purpose properly. Done. Let me just verify. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and let us say 10. Okay, all 10 elements are proper. From tuple T1, acha, very sorry, I did not read the specification. This is supposed to be T1. No problem, we will respect that. Okay, done. From tuple T1, add odd numbers in a new tuple T2. No problem, we have to create a new tuple T2, and T2 will contain all odd numbers which are there in tuple T1. So I think a very easy job. First of all, we need to have access to each and every element of tuple T1. So for I in range, 0 comma length of T1. Done. And I will not check this time, but I think every one of you understand that if I type T1 of I will have access to each and every element of tuple T1. This we have done lot of times, but I want to directly write the final logic. From tuple T1, add odd numbers in the new tuple T2. Okay, so first of all, I will need to check whether elements or this T1 of I, which will give me access to each and every element of tuple T1, is an odd number or not. So what I will do, if T1 of I modulus 2 is odd number, means I don't want even, is let us say not equal to 0. Okay, if I wanted even number, I would have taken equal to 0. I want odd number. See, everyone knows the logic that if any number is divisible by 2 and the remainder is 0, that means it is an even number. If the remainder is not 0, that means it is an odd number. And here I want the logic of odd number. So I directly took that if any element is divided by 2 and the remainder is not 0, so that means technically that element is an odd number. So what shall I do if it is an odd number? I will add it to the tuple T2. T2 equal to T2 plus T1 of I comma. Okay, and I think I am literally hopeful that this will serve the purpose for me. Tuple T2 of odd numbers. Those who are confused or those who have understanding issues, see, this line and this line are literally doing the same thing. Here I am directly taking the element k from the user and that element is inserted. Here I am not taking any element from the user, but I am catching those elements of T1 which is an odd number, and I am appending those elements of T1 which is an odd number just simply by this technique. Okay, let me check whether this works or not. I will use simple numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And as I told you that my logic is mostly perfect, and we are having tuple T2 which is consisting of odd numbers. Okay, simple program, but I think you will have more confidence once you go through this program practically at PCs at your residence. Okay, thank you and have a nice